in stable condition. Also new at 5, Salt Lake police arresting a man for allegedly stealing a handgun and shooting into a group of people. It happened yesterday at a home near North Temple and 10th West. No one was struck. 29-year-old Hiram Bokatrak is now facing multiple charges, including those for weapons, burglary, assault, and drug possession. Tonight, a tragic update out of Lehigh. Thanks a lot, Jen. New tonight, a demonstration in downtown Salt Lake in solidarity with the widespread protests happening now across Los Angeles. A group of local protesters gathering just outside the federal building just hours ago there on State Street. Organizers billing it as an emergency gathering.
Some new video into the newsroom tonight showing
the country, a fight against immigration law enforcement and President Trump.
J.D. Vance said universities are the enemy.
And it's happening right here in Utah. Shelby Lofton with a live report.
To me, a human being is a human being regardless of whether they have a paper in their pocket.
Groups hit the ground.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Well, a group here in Salt Lake City held a protest in response to the escalating events there in Los Angeles. They gathered in front of the federal building at 100 South and State Street. That's where news specialist Shelby Lofton now joins us live with the latest. Shelby.
Yeah, Dan, that's right. This group and others across the country gathered at 3 o'clock in their individual time zones today. Many of the people who came to this gathering here in Salt Lake City also had been at the Utah Pride Festival happening also downtown. And they called this an emergency protest in response to what's happening in LA.
And we're out here today in solidarity for immigrants across the country, especially LA.
At a last-minute gathering against ICE activity, speakers called for solidarity with protesters in Los Angeles.
This is an emergency rally, just like the hundreds of others that are happening in the country right now.
The grassroots 50-51 movement posted about the protests. It stands for 50 protests, 50 states, 1 movement.
When peaceful protesters decided to exercise their First Amendment right, protected by the Constitution, the president sent 2,000 National Guard soldiers, fully armed and ready for conflict, to try and quell the peaceful protests.
Protesters were critical of the Trump administration's deportations.
It's not right to have people go through deportation without due process. Even individuals who are here legally with the correct visas are being taken.
Protester Christian Doe says he thinks all deportation is inhumane.
I have an issue with all ICE arrests. To me, a human being is a human being regardless of whether they have a paper in their pocket.
He was one of several people wearing a mask at the demonstration. I asked him why.
I have immense privilege, but I still fear for my safety and the safety of my fellow Americans, documented and undocumented.
And this 50-51 group has been holding demonstrations against President Trump's actions since February of this year. They told me they plan to have another nationwide protest this coming Saturday, June 14th. I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, we'll see what happens next here. Thanks a lot, Shelby Lofton, live for us tonight. Well, back here in LA, a vast